Early on in the race, I don't know if it was Shaky, you know, setting a slower pace than what Alex was in the first race or whatever, but I felt like I was able to really close in on Shaky, and I thought I might be able to even take over the first place. But as it was, I was in the draft and got on the brakes a little bit later than normal, just to try and put myself in a position where maybe I could roll around the outside of him and then go for the change direction. But being in the draft, really got sucked into, you know, the draft effect really pulled me towards him. So I had to sit up to avoid any contact. And after you do that, you're going to struggle to make the corner. So had to go to the grass. And yeah, as I said, after that, the race, that was it for me.
I got a pretty terrible start from pole position, sort of clutch grabbed a bit and wheelie. I think I was about 8th into turn 1, and then sort of passed 2 or 3 people on the first lap, and then I was 5th, and I think I was 4th. But as soon as the safety car went in, I managed to pass James Ellison, and I felt quite good sat behind Shaky and Josh, and the pace was a little bit slower at mid-race of high 49s, but I sort of knew what Shaky was doing, and I knew he was going to be fast at the end. So I almost felt like I wanted to get past him and push at the end to get the push, get the jump before he did. I knew he was going to start pushing, and I never quite got there to do that. I was sat right behind him and got really close to him a few times, but I couldn't really work a pass. But even them last 5 laps sat behind him, I learned a lot. I learned where I can improve myself and improve the bike, and that's a good thing.
The team worked really, really hard for me in between the 2 races, and you know, they got the bike back onto the tyre that we always race, and made some other changes to the front forks, and I just felt a lot more confident then to actually push and put the front of the bike in and make it sort of go where I wanted it to go. And you know, I got off to a fairly good start in the second race and let it for a bit. The safety car came out, and then I pushed hard for a lap or 2, and then just kind of settled down for a little bit because the gap was +0 and it didn't seem to be moving. So I thought, well, there's no point in busting my balls and, you know, trying to break the guys because they're obviously with me. So yeah, I just dropped off a little bit, let nobody come past, and then I saw about 4 or 5 laps to go on my board, and I thought, right, I need to try and, you know, get my finger out. And at that point, it went up to +0.3. And I thought, oh yes, I've got a little bit of a break, and now just try and relax and be smooth and make every lap fast. And then started the last lap and it went back down to +0 again. I thought, oh, for God's sake. It's been a really, really difficult weekend, and I've given them a lot of stick this weekend. So I like to dedicate that second win to them. You know, each and every one of them worked really, really hard, and you know, been scratching their heads and trying as hard as they can for me all weekend. So thank you to my guys, and thank you to Birdie for putting me on the bike in the first place. And like you say, hopefully a few more wins at Brands.
Well, congratulations, Shaky. If it is a marriage, maybe he'll go and kiss and make up, who knows. We'll now head to Brands Hatch for round 6. Join us for that.